The wheels are scored a little kid's ride on, also known as a power wheels. Got a good 12 amp hour battery in it, SLA battery. It just doesn't want to work. It's got a charger board, the relay is good on everything on that, but must have switches in here that are gone, I think. None of these buttons work to make this thing go, so that's something I'm going to have to look at fixing. I've also got on here, got myself a hand dryer for my job, old Australian made one. From the late 80s, this one here, early 90s. There's a resistor on the circuit board inside, it's got an open circuit, so that thing doesn't work anymore, but I can fix that. And speaking of resistors that have got open circuit, I've got a valve radio project. It isn't mine one, a bloke's fix radios for this bloke all the time, and he's giving me a valve radio to fix for him. So the resistor here, it's snapped off, so 10k ohm, 5 watt resistor. Let's get a ceramic one to replace that with. That capacitor's open circuit. That one's there. That one there is off. So I'm going to replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 capacitors. And probably that one there too. And this is good to go. And all the valves all light up, but there's no sound comes out of the speaker at all. So I'm going to fix that. I'll probably find out why, but that's not the only reason why. Yeah, this main foot capacitor's rusted up and yeah, open circuit. Technical Aristocrat, 8 microfarad, well, 525 peak volts. Well, let's get a modern 630 volt one in there. Should have a spare set of electronics for this, I think. Been a while since I fixed the valve radio. The same Technico that makes poker machines, and yeah, Technico Aristocrat they're known as now. That's how they started back then, making radios and components, electronic components. Now they're one of Australia's biggest poker machine manufacturer. That's been hit too, look at that. Someone's hit that and broke it a little bit. Oh. And the model of this one here is a Philips Model 130A for dry batch operation only. But this is a wrong back. It's got a 3V4, 1R5, 1T4 and 1S5. That's not the valve lineup, that's the wrong one. This is the wrong back or the wrong sticker. How the hell that happened from the factory, or someone done themselves a mischief there. This isn't actually wood, this is actually cardboard, so this is cardboard. So it's not a 130A, it's a similar model but an AC powered version of this battery powered model. So whatever that model of this radio is, it's an AC powered version of that model there. So that's the wrong sticker. So after this I'm googling and trying to find out what actual model this thing is. Yeah. Right, I fixed out the dial plate that sits on there. The dial string was off, but I fixed all that. Yeah, it's a mid to late 40s, this one. You got a bit of, you got 1, 2, 3, and a sealed paper wax capacitor to replace, and those 3 electrolytics to change out, and the resistor, and we go from there. It's a little 4 valve, this one, a 4 valve radio, not a 5 valve. Yep. Oh, look at this. Another reason why it's not going to work, it's gone to air. Someone's broken it. Oh, I hope I got a spare valve for that. What valve is that? Oh, EBF20 GT. I don't know if I got one of those. That's gone to air. I don't know if we're going to ever have a valve that replaces it. There's also an electrolytic there too. I'll test. 44416, okay, from 1944 I think this is from. EBF20 GT. Have to find a new valve for that. I don't know if I got one in my stash, but I'll have a look. Go on air. Philips Miniwatt made in Australia, June 91. Oh well, I'll start with the capacitors, replace all those first, get the chassis fixed, and it's not going to do much with this valve's gone in air. It's not going to work. Oh dear! Someone bumped that and cracked the top off it. Yeah, someone probably wasn't paying attention to what they were doing and snapped the pip, the sealing pip. Have to do some googling. What equivalent replacement for that is. EBF20. Well, I looked that up on Google. No, you can do absolutely nothing at all. So it must be an Australian only valve. So that's going to be pretty hard to find a replacement for that to get this radio going again. Good like the 6AR7 GT, an Australian only valve, unique only to Australia. So I don't even know if I've got a spare in my stash. If I don't, well, we're screwed. That's all I can say. This radio is never going to work if it's like that. Unless the time I change that valve, this radio is an ornament. It's a bit of a bugger. Yeah, it's pretty much a doorstop till I can get that final replacement for that valve. Anyway, just haven't been being too busy lately anyway. Got my son's birthday party on the weekend, so it'll be a nice fun day. Nothing much else been happening in the man cave or nothing like that, just been too busy. Got me some more globes, LED retrofit fluoros, and a street light I picked up at the Clounsville depot. I was at one of the Clounsville depots doing testing and tagging, and I stumbled across their full skip bin and seeing this on the top of it, so yes, I'm grabbing that. It's a CFL Urban, this one, 42 watt GX24Q4. It's a plug-in CFL. I'll probably retrofit this to LED. Change the fitting so I can put LED in there. It's always good to pick up the extra street light here and there. Anyway, I got my jaw press out of storage too. I'm going to be setting that up so I start using it. Anyway, thanks for watching.